Laser Beam Eject Operation Caroline.
Hello fellow YouTubers, Lightweight WC Stop Motioner here, and before I get into this review, I just want to take a moment and honor the memory of Derrick J Wyatt, who we just found out recently passed away, and just want to say a big thank you to him for creating this amazing animation style. These are just two very unique looking shelves in my Transformers collection, so rest in peace, and I offer my condolences to his friends and family. Alright, so here is Voyager Starscream. I gotta say, this is quite a cool figure. I wasn't fully sure how I was going to feel about it. I mean, it's an animated figure, so I knew I'd at least like it, but it's honestly pretty great. He's not perfect. He's got quite a bit of flaws, but he's still pretty awesome. He's got landing gear right here, which again, not a lot of figures do, so that's really cool. I seem to be having a slight issue getting these to line up right now. He's a forward swept jet, and a really cool looking one. You can retract the landing gear, fly around and attack Autobots. And you do have these that can flip forward, so that's really cool. I do have one of his missiles, and to fire it, well, first you just simply lock it into place. You push this and it just shoots out. Again, not really a big fan of projectiles, so I'm not really going to worry about that too much. See both of his Decepticon symbols there. His no cone is actually not a rubbery plastic, which is very surprising. He doesn't look too bad underneath. I mean, yeah, there's robot kibble, but I've seen worse. So I think that pretty much covers his jet mode. So now we can get on to the transformation. Like a lot of Transformers animated figures, his transformation is fairly straightforward. So to begin, you just undo these right here. You take this. Now this gimmick doesn't always work, but basically we're gonna need to do this, see if I can get it all on camera. You just take this part right here, and this is supposed to make the nose cone retract, but it doesn't work. So basically you're supposed to push this up in, and then this is just kind of an automorph, a cool automorph. Now, automorph is very hit or miss, but sometimes it can be really cool. Fold his feet out. Now for some reason this one doesn't fold out all the way. I don't really know why. It might be something I'm doing wrong. And then there's a hook right here. So you just stick that on the back right there. Fix the arms. And there is animated Voyager Starscream. And I've got to say, even though the colors are off, this is quite a cool looking figure. I mean, that face, the mouth is light pipe for some reason, but that's definitely animated Starscream. Colors on him are good. They look cool. Now mine is unfortunately missing a thumb. I'm not sure if it happened in shipment or not, because these fingers do pop off super easily. And for some reason when I got this, the forearms were reversed. So I actually had to unscrew these right here, take it apart, and swap the forearms. So he's good now. He's all fixed. I'm pretty sure I've got the thumb on the correct side. And he's got this weird gimmick. I don't really know what that's supposed to be. Here, so you just grab this, slide down, and those pop out. I'm not fully sure of what these are supposed to be, so I don't really have them out too much. And you can fold these up if you so choose. Size comparison with another Voyager. Here's Optimus, and he's a good bit taller. So that's cool. Now for his articulation, head is on a ball joint. You don't really... Yeah, you do get some right and left, but it's tight, and unfortunately, the neck joint is made out of translucent plastic. This guy kind of has that issue because this part right here is also translucent plastic for some reason. Where you get shoulders, forward and back, can go out like this. The rotation right here, get an inward elbow where you can do this. His thumb is articulated and his other fingers are articulated, so he can kind of look like he's proposing something or being a suck up or something like that. No waist swivel. Legs can kick forward that far and back that far. And I forgot to undo this back part right here. It's kind of a weird thing that they had that, but it's still cool. Okay, so when those are out like that, you can kind of move them around. So when you move them around a little bit, legs can go back about that far, so that's pretty good. Get a rotation right here. And because of the transformation, you can go in like that. You can go out to the side, about that far, so that's pretty good. Get a ratcheted knee. So that's pretty good. You do get some foot articulation, which is really nice. It's super common these days, but that wasn't a common occurrence back in these days. Back in the days that this came out. And you can do this with the feet if you want to. So articulation is honestly pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's still pretty nice. Alright, let's try to get him positioned just right. There we go. Mine does have a paint chip on the face, but it's not too bad. His Decepticon symbols look good. See, this one has Decepticon symbols on both sides of the wings. See, I don't think there's any articulation I forgot. Honestly, I think that about covers it for this figure. Not a whole lot to talk about. He's a simple, fun toy. So, I'll go ahead and stick him on the display. Alright, so there's Starscream with my animated Decepticons. As you can see, he's about average Voyager size. And this is one I've been wanting to get for a while because, I gotta have Starscream. And overall, I do think this is a good figure. Again, he's not perfect. The colors are off, and there are some issues like the fingers popping off and the translucent plastic parts. Other than that, though, I think he's good, and if you're an animated fan, you definitely need this figure. Although for some reason, he is kind of pricey on the aftermarket. But if you can find him for a good price, definitely get him. Just make sure he has his fingers, because those seem to get lost a lot. So, that's my review for Transformers Animated Voyager Class Starscream. If you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and God bless.